gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your boy James, aka Hollywood J Black, live in the building once again. Back with another Syn Blaq Reacts. And I got my mans. My main mans. Big MFing. Sinners in the building. How you doing today, sir?
Doing good, doing good, doing good. The last time we did one of these tribute things was the Foo Fighters when the drummer died and they had his son playing the drums.
Yes.
And we did the Ozzy Osbourne, Mr. Crowley cover for Ozzy. But this one was done by Post Malone, Slash, and many more. It's a cover of War Pigs in dedication to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes. I can already tell that the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers is right there. I can tell. Because I know what he looks like. There's no way that you can't know what the drummer from
Red Hot Chili Peppers looks like.
Yeah, that's him. He just looks like older him. That's just what it is now. Like that's
You look like older you, cuz.
you definitely look like an older version of you. The last time I saw you is when you were a younger version of you, and now you're an older version of you. Incredulous. Incredible how aging works. Well, Big Syn, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, well, without further ado, this is Post Malone Slash, the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers, whose name I think his name is Chad, right? I think that's
Something like that.
My brain is Chad Smith. Yeah, Chad Smith. Chad Smith. See, I'm losing my mind, not losing my sight. But nobody will still tell me I'm fine, and so
Fuck no.
No, never.
Not at all.
And a few more people who I haven't seen this video yet, but I know there's at least more people than those three on this. So, yeah. Singing War Pigs. I've heard the first 3 seconds, and Post Malone absolutely nails it, and he's forgiven from using hip hop to rise to fame and then switching the country just for the beginning of the song. So, this is War Pigs right here on Syn Blaq Reacts. Let's go. What? We issued him a pardon. Black America's issued him a pardon. It's fine.
Minds in plot destruction, sorcerer of deconstruction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning.
I know I paused in the middle. You're like, why did I do that? Because I just realized that young Ozzy Osbourne looks like Bret Hart. Tell me I'm wrong.
Hit play.
Tell me I'm wrong!
Hit play.
That's why Ozzy Osbourne is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, because he was the same person. Okay.
Hatred to mankind. You poison it and brainwash minds.
God, I love Chad Smith. Absolute murder throw. hard. Quit smoking the cigar, man. Before we continue, I just realized that we lost a shitload of fucking musical talent since the last time when the Grammy was on. Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, is that just like 2025? No. That was from the last time the Grammys was on until now.
Yeah.
God damn. My question is, who's gonna have the better music roster lined up, heaven or hell? That's the real music battle right there.
Hell, 100% hell.
That, I guess, if you ask Christianity, it all depends on who prayed for forgiveness right before they died. Okay, like if it was something,
it's gonna be hell.
Oh, okay, all right. Because if it was like quick, right? You know what I'm saying? They didn't get to pray before they died, and they didn't get to ask for forgiveness before they died. Then yeah, that hell's gonna like win that one by a mile, bro. That's fuck. That hell roster is wild.
Stat. Because you got unfortunately you got Pocket Biggie. You know what I'm saying? You got Ozzy. You got
that hell roster. But you know what's messed up, because you probably got a few gospel singers that touch little kids and shit like that down there.
You got Elvis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get to pray. Matter of fact, he was.
Dude, you got Johnny Cash. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Johnny probably made it. Johnny probably made it to heaven.
You think Johnny made it? Johnny made it?
Johnny made it to heaven, and he's pissed because he was like,
"I want to go party with them fuckers."
You know what I'm saying? He said, John Denver? You want me to collaborate with John Denver?
Hey, John Denver was the soundtrack to the Final Destination franchise, okay?
That's not a good thing. I mean, not for the people who died anyway, but you know what I'm saying?
But they're all in the audience. All right.
That fucking hell roster. That album, that collab album in hell has got to be fucking quadruple diamond at this point.
DMX and Eazy gonna be there too.
Good God! All right, let's keep this thing going. I know people can be like, "Screw you guys, they're in heaven." Are you sure?
Biggie, Pop, DMX, and Eazy are all in heaven.
Are you talking? No, he didn't get to pray. No, I'm like, sir.
Two of those got shot to death
immediately.
They didn't atone for shit.
Death was immediate. It was immediate, and then definitely King Von is down in hell. Like he probably has his own section. Like he probably has a VIP section. Definitely Von is there.
That's Satan's sleep paralysis demon. All right, hit play.
Goddamn.
Darkness will start turning. This is where the body's burning.
Look at all the emotions.
All war pigs have the power.
Also, just that's a really hard. Almost. I'm the cold with red. I'm always like Dante. Don't make cry.
Judgment, God is calling. On the knees, the war pigs crawling. Begging mercy for the sin. Satan laughing spreads his wings.
What? Nobody's gonna eat it back? Let's see how it is. I was trying to see a bat eating. That's all. Like what you know, like you gotta.
So what did you think of Post Malone's performance?
I thought it was great. I thought it was really great. Um, you know who else performed that song though really good, which would have been a nice if they would have duetted it. But I know that T-Pain's never invited to the Grammys again, no matter what. T-Pain. That's yeah. Hey, his rendition of War Pigs was really great, actually.
Oh, it is. It is.
I
I'm
think
not disagreeing with you.
I think him. I don't know because T-Pain did have a lot of choice words to say about Post Malone. Probably wouldn't have worked out as well
Yeah.
as he probably wanted it to. But again, all is forgiven from the black community because he did War Pigs, because the black community does love Ozzy Osbourne, and
That's
I feel he did him justice. He gets a pardon for using black music so selfishly and use it to make himself wealthy. Yeah.
the Eminem bars come out again. No, this was a beautiful performance. Ozzy went out the way he lived. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Performing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Which is crazy because the moment that he decided to retire and he was done, and that was it, is the moment that he died. And I just sat there and was like, it took me a minute when I found out that he passed. I was like,
Yeah.
we just saw him.
But you know, you got to think about that. Remember the Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah.
That last night on Raw when he was, talking to the fans,
Yeah.
and he passed away the next day.
Yeah.
Some of these artists and athletes, they know what's going on. They know that that's their last moment. Him sitting in the Black Throne at the end of that concert with Black Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, and the shitty fucking TV channel that cut the feed and made Black Sabbath look like they were pieces of shit by leaving him, did not show the footage of them coming back out with him.
Yeah.
That still pisses me off.
Oh,
But
well, that's...
it's like, motherfuckers, y'all, because people would like trash your Black Sabbath, and it's like people at the show posting videos like Black Sabbath came back out. They gave Ozzy his last, by himself for a second, then they came back out.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is like, I told you, it's sometimes you ask yourself, like, when shit happens like that and then person passes away, right? And then you made it seem like their last moment was...
They were alone.
Yeah. Which is way further from the truth than what it actually was. But now you can't take that moment back because you broadcasted the feed the way that you broadcasted it. And for a lot of people who only get broadcast television and give two fucks about the internet, yes, there are people like that, by the way. Trust me, I work in an industry where we have to slang internet, and there are people that adamantly do not want internet in their house. So all they have is TV. And that is what they see this, and
because 5G caused COVID.
Yes, 5G caused COVID, even though that the internet doesn't have. Anyways,
we are the species that are fucking retarded.
Yes.
But you do the honors and talk us out of here, my friend.
So, one last thing before we do our nice little outro, is that when I used to work at the MGM, we used to get all kinds of people that came through to the pool. I used to work at the pool at the MGM. And if you know anything about the MGM pool, when they redesigned it, reopened it, and they had the lazy river and all that shit, because it took over the property that had the theme park, the pool area was huge. So we had a lot of celebrities that used to come there. A lot of celebrities had a private entrance they could go to on the side where they can go party with themselves and do their chill. Only 3 people have ever came through the main entrance and decided to interact with fans. That in my tenure there. One of them was George Foreman, rest in peace. One of them was Michael Blackson, off the heels of the Next Friday. And last but not least, Ozzy Osbourne. He came to the pool. I met him, shook his hand. We weren't allowed to take photos. Uh, and so, I had a brief conversation because he had a big party, and you had to let the whole party in. Like you had to whenever he has a big party, every person has to have a room key. So we're scanning him, and while the other person's scanning him, I'm having a conversation with Ozzy and his manager that was with him. And I told him that I love music, and I love his work, and much appreciative. Tell him about the pool and where to go and kind of do stuff like that. And he told me that he asked me how old I was. I said I just turned 21 a couple days ago. He said, "Listen, if this is the type of person that you are right now, being so helpful and so kind, and also very cheering and not feeling like I'm too big of a rock star, then if you decide to get into music, people are gonna love you." I said, "I appreciate that, sir. Thank you." Of course, I eventually did not get into music. I tried to. Life is what it is, right? But I always took those words that he said to the heart, because I always felt like as long as you can present yourself like this and be a good person and be objective and be a kind person, without also feeling starstruck around stars and just being confident in yourself, that you'll go far. And since then, I've met countless people in passing. I've met countless wrestlers, I've met countless actors, countless singers, and stuff like that. Matter of fact, we had met Tech Nine in person. Remember when we passed by us, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't feel like he was a huge star. I treated Tech Nine like with the much respect and love, dapped him up and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And had actual conversations with these people. So the reason why I'm saying all that is this: the words about confidence and being confident in yourself and being confident that you are the star in the room is one thing that I had taken away from that. And I highly implore that in your own lives, whoever watches this, that when it comes to being a star, meeting people and wanting to own a room, that is going to be the best way to go in life if you want to make it far. Act like you own the place. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in where you're at, who you're with. Never feel like the moment is too big for you. Because remember, just like you may look up to somebody eventually may be looking up to you. With that being said, that's my man Big Syn. I'm your boy Hollywood J Black. This is Syn Blaq Reacts, and we are out this thing. Deuces.